Classy pass by Aiken. Corey Allen has scored to the jubilation of his teammates.
What a great effort by Katoni Staggs.
He's a superstar and the role model for perseverance.
Oh, Zahara Tamara, she's done it all herself.
What y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out.
Cody Walker, he's got a hand of gold.
These is combinations. They've played together since they've been 15 years old.
Brigginshaw has support inside. Boyle takes it. They won't catch her. Millie Boyle will score.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out.
Well, welcome to our League Stars Inspire Health and Wellbeing. My name's Alan Tongue and it's great to be connecting with you for our session, our workshop number 4. I hope you've got plenty of great messages out of resilience, support, and gratitude messages. And as we spoke about right throughout, session 4 was about connecting with our NRL stars to chat more about these topics. But I want to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Talking about those NRL stars, as you can see, I've got on with me 3 of them. I've got Kezi Apps from the Dragons, I've got Royce Hunt from the Cronulla Sharks, and I've also got Reid Marnie from the Parramatta Eels. Kezi, I'll come to you first. Whereabouts are you tuning in? Welcome to as well. Whereabouts are you tuning in at the moment?
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Thanks for having me. I'm tuning in all the way on the far south coast from Bega, where they make the cheese. So that's where I'm tuning in from.
Fantastic. And you're actually on a farm there as well too, is that right?
Yeah, I am. Don't milk the cows. I just live up the farm life. So live up the lifestyle here. I love it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Great to have you, Kezi. I'll go to you, Royce. Welcome, Royce. And whereabouts are you at the moment, mate?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I am at home in Sydney at the moment.
Oh, there you go. Why aren't you in the Gold Coast? Like I think we're going to talk to Reid here in a minute, but why are you in Sydney at the moment, mate?
Well, I had a baby boy 4 weeks ago, so I had to come home for that, and yeah, I decided to stay here.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. And I'll go to you, Reid. You look like you're in a pretty tough spot at the moment, but welcome and thank you so much. How's things going, mate?
Hey guys. Yeah, I'm up at Surfers Beach on the Gold Coast with the team. So I've just had my shoulder operation and yeah, sort of just floating around the team.
Yeah, great. And how is the shoulder recovery going at the moment?
Yeah, it's going good. I can't do a lot right now, but just hanging in the sling for about 6 weeks. So, but yeah, I get to spend time up here and see my family, which is great.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I've got some questions for you that our students have written in to ask you at the back end. I'll get to that, but let's go to our worksheets that we've been doing right throughout. Now, in week 1, we spoke about this important message of resilience, and I shared with you our little Reggie resilience, the worksheet that you could do there. I think I might start with you, Kezi. When we talk about resilience, what does resilience mean to you?
Yeah, I get resilience for me. It just means being able to bounce back, I guess, after some difficult times. So if you get in a situation where things might not go your way, it's how you react to that, and hopefully keep trying and never give up. We learn and we grow and we get through it. Yeah.
If I go to you, Royce, when you think about being resilient in a rugby league environment, what are some of those scenarios? I know that even to get back to Sydney to see the birth of your little baby boy, you had to be resilient, you had to adapt in those situations.
Yeah, I think resilience for me is pretty much just being mentally strong. Second last round of last year, and I spent 10 months on the sideline. So just had to be mentally tough and get through it. But yeah, I guess I just had to turn up with a good attitude every day and do my best.
Fantastic. And Reid, we speak about resilience, and you're going through one of these moments right now, aren't you, where you'd love to be out with your team, but sometimes injuries are a part of life and a part of footy. And how do you deal with that? How can you be resilient at this point in time?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going through it right now, and obviously spend a lot of time with good people around me, and they obviously help me along the journey. So being able to make sure I stay strong in these times, it's definitely how I get through it. So staying around positive people that influence me. Yeah,
that's great. And I think when we go and we reflect on a bit of that worksheet there, when we talk about those people that you can have around you, remember we talked about resilience. It was about those highs and the lows and getting through them. But it's about not being ashamed of asking for help and making sure that you get that support around you, just like Reid had mentioned there. Kezzy, when you think about your journey, some of the people that have supported you on the footy field or off the footy field too, who might they be?
So I'm lucky. I've got a really good support network around me, and obviously my parents. I've got 2 older brothers who have supported me through it. My partner, my friends, and my footy friends, and now I'm very lucky. I get to know a lot of different coaches as well. So I've got a lot of different coaches, and I guess for you kids, you've got your different teachers that you might have as well, and your classmates. So just like my teammates as well. So I've got a lot of great people around me that I can turn to and ask for help and ask for that support.
Yeah, that's right. And as you mentioned there, Kezzy, I think a lot of our schools and our communities are like one big rugby league team. You've got coaches and support staff on a footy team. You've got those in your community too. You've got teammates, you've got your family and your friends. So it's really important that we reach out to them and those support networks that you have around you. And my little challenge at the end was to come up with a little saying. I think words are really powerful, not only the words that we hear from others, but the words that we speak to ourselves. And we shared that a setback's just an opportunity for a comeback, didn't we? Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, was another key statement we used in our Health and Wellbeing resource. I'll go to you, Royce. What's a little saying that you might use or you might have at the Sharks or personally that you might go to when you might need to find a little resilient time?
The saying I say when I'm a bit tired on the field is, my next effort is always my best effort.
Yeah. A simple little saying, hey, just to get us back on track, let's just focus on what we can do. The next little effort that you do to the best of your effort. That's really, really good. Kezzy, if I come to you, what's a little saying that you put on your worksheet for our man Reggie?
A setback allows us to learn and to grow. And I guess for us footy players as well, to get bigger and to get stronger before we come back on the field.
Yeah, great. And I'll finish off with you, Reid, down there. Have you got a little saying, a little motivational chat that you might have in there as well?
Yeah, mine's pretty similar to Kezzy's. Mine's a little setback only makes you stronger, and definitely physically and mentally.
Yeah, great. So some great words of advice out there for you tuning in and you're thinking, we are going through some difficult times at the moment, but we do know, just like in rugby league, that these challenges, these setbacks, if we learn from them, if we grow from them, it can make us better people, better players. And so I really want to encourage you to keep that positive mindset, keep being resilient, because everything that we've spoken about in our Health and Wellbeing resource, it's a skill. And the more we practice it, guess what? The better we get at it. So it's really important that we practice and continue to practice being resilient. And remember those support people that you've got around you. And I shared with you in that little worksheet about thinking about people you have in your school, your family, your community, and write them down in those footies, but also to write the values of what makes up a good support person and why you want them on your team. And Kezzy, if I go to you, if you wanted to talk about one person that you've got on your support team and why, who would that be?
I've got a few, but I always seem to go to my mum, and I guess she's always willing to listen to me. She's caring, she's selfless, and yeah, she always puts others first before herself, and yeah, she's honest as well. So yeah, she's always somebody there I can always rely on whenever I need.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. Reid, if I come to you, who's a support person that you really value and some of their behaviours, their characteristics of why you want them on your team? Who would that be?
Yeah, definitely. I think Brad, our coach. Obviously with my injury now, he's reassured me that I'm still part of the team and just got to get my shoulder done and then worry about next year. But he's made sure that he's confident in me, and that really gives me really strong mind to work hard.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And Royce, if I come to you to finish off, who's somebody that's on your support team and why?
Professionally, I'd say Andrew Fafita.
Yep.
He's been around the game a long time and he's always in my corner. So whenever I'm feeling a bit down, I just go to him and he picks me back up. So yeah, I'd say Big Fifth.
Yeah, great. Well, I wonder if there's some of the people like you might have had written at home, somebody from your family like Kezi, maybe a coach like Reid had, or maybe a teammate or a classmate like Royce shared with you. It could have been somebody like that. But remember the values that you've got, why you've got them on your support team is really, really important. But also remember that you're that support person for somebody else as well. And that's really important that we all have this role on making successful and healthy support teams. We need them ourselves, but we need to know that we play a role on somebody else's. And turn and reach for that support and those people around you. I hope you had a go at some of those activities that we had in the workshops as well. And that brought us to our final message about this message of gratitude. And Kez, if I come to you to start off again, what is gratitude to you and why is it important?
Yeah, I guess gratitude is, just being thankful for things that you do have in your life. And it allows you to focus, on the positive things that that you already have instead of, thinking of things that you wish you had or you wish you could be doing, especially in times that are so unknown like now. So, yeah, just being thankful for things that you do have in your life.
Yeah, great. That's a really great response, isn't it? Just to focus on the things that we do have. We can get so caught up in the things that we don't, but there's so much that we do have around us. And if I come to you, Royce, there might be some things that I can see straight away that you might be thankful for, but what are some things that you are really grateful for at this point in time?
I'm grateful for being home with my family right now. It's been a long road, but it's always good to be around family, make you feel happy, and very grateful for that.
Yeah. And Reid, if I come to you, there'd be a lot of people that might think, oh, you know what, you're missing out on playing at the moment, you're injured. But what are some things that you are really grateful for at the moment?
Yeah, obviously, I actually moved away from my family, 7 years ago. So I don't get to see my mum and dad and my brothers and sisters and that a lot. And so being able to be up on the Gold Coast and go home and see my family, I'm really grateful for. And I'm an uncle now, so I was got to meet my little nephew for the first time, which was really exciting. And just really grateful for the people that I have in my life.
Yeah, great. And so we gave you that little worksheet and we talked about having that attitude of gratitude. And I really want to keep encouraging you to keep going back and revisiting it and writing that down in your footy there about the things that you have around you that you can be grateful for. Because just like resilience, just like support, gratitude is a skill. And the more we practice it, or like Joel Thompson said, sometimes we need to change those lenses that we wear. We start to focus on the things we do have, and it puts us in a positive mindset. It starts focusing on the things that we can control and making the most of those little things that we do have around you. So some great messages there around resilience, support, and gratitude from our NRL stars. But I've got some questions for them here that came in. I knew that we'd have some from our schools that have been tuning in throughout the last 3 workshops here. And I'm going to start with you, Royce. So I've got the first little question that came in. And it was, what's your favourite food?
Oh, my favourite food would have to be my pre-game feed, which is a creamy carbonara.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Before the game, plenty of energy there. So there you go. A creamy carbonara pasta. That'd be great. Kezi, the next one's for you. And they want to, what position do you play? What position?
So I predominantly play second row, but this year I would have liked to try lock. but not this year now. Now it's next year. We don't have a competition this year anymore. So hopefully I get an opportunity to play in the middle.
Yeah, right. So did you always play that position growing up?
No, I played in the centres when I played junior footy. And then moved to the forwards once I guess got in the open women's side.
Yeah, okay, the next one's for you, Reed. And it is that message of, where did you play your junior rugby league?
Yeah, so I grew up on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. So I played for the BOR Bulldogs, and then when I got a bit older, moved clubs and went to the Kiwana Dolphins.
Oh, there you go. So junior rugby league club there for Reed. Okay, back to you, Royce. Who is your toughest opponent is the next question.
I'd say my toughest opponent I've played against so far would be Jared Warrior Hargraves.
Okay, from the Roosters. He's been around a long time. And why is that? Is he just physically he's tough? Is that the reason?
Yeah, he just keeps coming and coming. No matter how many times you run at him, he just keeps coming at you. So he's a very good player and a very tough opponent.
There you go. Okay, kids, over to you. What are some of the reasons why you started playing rugby league?
I've got 2 older brothers, so when I was growing up, in order for me to be able to hang out with them and play with them, I was only allowed to if we were playing footy in the backyard. So I guess I started just playing footy in the backyard with them, and then they encouraged me to play footy. So I signed up to Bega Roosters and played when I was 8 till I was about 11, and girls weren't able to continue playing. So I guess they were my biggest supporters and inspiration to start playing footy.
Oh, great. And then Reed, the final one for you is I've got, what do you eat for breakfast? What's a typical breakfast for you?
I love my muesli. So a bit of muesli and yogurt. Always can't go past it.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I just really want to thank you, Kezi, Royce and Reed, for giving up some time to be able to share a little bit of your story, of this message of resilience, support and gratitude to all our little league stars out there who've been tuning in. A big thank you for being able to share it. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really grateful for it. To be able to connect with you, and for all our young people, for our mums and dads out there that have been tuning in over the last few weeks, I really hope that you've got plenty of messages of inspiration from all of our NRL and NRLW stars throughout the last few weeks. Let's stay connected, continue on learning more about how we can become resilient, become more supportive, more inclusive, but more grateful families, communities, teams, schools, wherever that may be. So thank you again, Kezi, Royce and Reed, for tuning in.
Thanks, Al. Thanks, guys.
No worries. I'll give the final message back to our league stars as they share those final messages about health and wellbeing.
Remember to try your best, learn from the highs and lows so that you can grow.
League stars give things a go and do their best.
League stars focus on what they can control.
Sometimes you'll win, and sometimes you'll learn.
A setback is an opportunity for a comeback.
League stars support others, but they also need to support themselves.
League stars have an attitude of gratitude.
Try, learn, and grow.
League stars inspire health and wellbeing.
League stars inspire health and wellbeing.
League stars inspire health and wellbeing.
League stars inspire health and wellbeing.